Hello, welcome to my channel Biology Hub. Kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for getting all the updates on time. Now in this slide I'm going to teach you about the part 2 of locomotion and the movement. In previous presentation I taught you about the basic introduction of locomotion and the movement. So in this slide we are going to study about the types of movement. On the basis of the structure, basically there are three types of movement in the cells of human body. These are basically, first one is amoeboid and pseudopoidal movement, second one is ciliary movement, and third one is the muscular movement. So the first movement is the amoeboid or the pseudopoidal movement. What is the amoeboid or the pseudopoidal movement? Basically it is the most common mode of locomotion in the eukaryotic cells. Okay, the most common mode of locomotion in the eukaryotic cell is a amoeboid movement. It is a crawling like type of movement. क्रॉलिंग टाइप ऑफ मूवमेंट, बच्चा जो रेंगता है वैसा मूवमेंट होता है एमेबॉइड मूवमेंट, अकम्प्लिश्ड बाय प्रोट्रूजन ऑफ साइटोप्लाज्म ऑफ द सेल इन्वॉल्विंग द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ स्यूडोपोडिया. ठीक है, इसके अंदर क्या होता है, एक क्रॉलिंग होती है, साइड की बॉडी फैलती रहती है एमेबॉइड की, जो कि क्या करती है, साइटोप्लाज्म के साथ डिसॉल्व होती है और फॉल्स फीट बनाने लगती है, एंड दैट फॉल्स फीट इज नोन एज अ स्यूडोपोडिया. And pseudopodia is also known as a posterior uropods. Okay, that pseudopodia is also known as a posterior uropods. So if we are talking why WBC show amoeboid movements, okay, it is a most common question asked in the NEET. So the answer it is a crawling like kind of movement. Okay, amoeboid movement in WBC is a crawling like movement which was accomplished by protrusion of the cytoplasm of cell connecting the configuration of posterior uropods and pseudopodia. It helps to pass through the cells without any obstacles. So basically what happened in this movement, amoeboid is present in the cytoplasm. Okay, so it will expand. When it is expanding, so it will form a false feet, and those false feet are known as a pseudopodia, and those false feet are known as a pseudopodia. So for engulfing it, WBC acts in that fashion. Now the first line is, due to the streaming of protoplasm or cytoplasm, the surface of the cell forms false feet or pseudopodia. As I tell you previously कि जो अमीबा होता है अपने आप को साइटोप्लाज्म में एक्सपेंड करने लगता है और वो फॉल्स फीट बना लेता है, जो फॉल्स फीट को हम और क्या बोलते हैं, स्यूडोपोडिया भी बोलते हैं. वो ओल्ड स्यूडोपोडिया रिप्लेस होता है बाय द न्यू स्यूडोपोडिया से. ठीक है, और उसके बाद फॉर्मेशन होता रहता है और चेंजेस होते रहते हैं उसके शेप में. अमीबा की तरह WBC और मैक्रोफेजिस के अंदर भी स्यूडोपोइडल मूवमेंट होती है, उनकी भी फिक्स शेप नहीं होती है. वाई? बिकॉज WBC को क्या चाहिए, अपना साइज बढ़ाएगा और इन्फेक्शियस सेल को कैच करेगा, सो इसलिए इनका कोई फिक्स शेप नहीं होता है. एंड the leukocytes and the macrophages reach each and every part of the body. ठीक है, leukocytes are what? These are the WBCs. Okay, macrophages, what they will do? They will kill the infection. So they will reach at the every part of the body. Why? To engulf the antigen. Okay, they will engulf the antigen or the pathogen by their pseudopodia. What is the pseudopodia? That enlarged false feet. By increasing its size. By increasing what size? The size of the false feet, they will engulf the pathogen or the antigens. Okay, clear? Now the second one is the ciliary movement. If you are talking about the ciliary movement, so what is the ciliary movement? It is just a small fine projections. Outside the cells. It is a hair like projection basically, that is a cilia, and the movement in the cilia or because of the cilia is known as a ciliary movement. Okay, so according to the first point, the free surface of the cells have short fine hair like projections called cilia. एक सेल के सरफेस पे शॉर्ट प्रोजेक्शंस होते हैं, हेयर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस होते हैं, जिनको हम क्या बोलते हैं, सीलिया बोलते हैं. और वो सीलिया में जब मूवमेंट होगा, एंड दैट मूवमेंट इज नोन एज अ सीलियरी मूवमेंट. दिस इज अकॉर्डिंग टू द पॉइंट 2. नाउ पॉइंट 3 इज द ओवर लाइक एक्टिविटी. हेयर द ओवर लाइक एक्टिविटी मीन्स जब हम बोट को पैडल करते हैं, बोट के पेडल्स होते हैं उनको रन करते हैं, ठीक है, तो जो उसकी वजह से वाटर मूव करता है, ऐसी एक्टिविटी ही सीलिया करते हैं, जो क्या हेल्प करते हैं, एक मूवमेंट क्रिएट करते हैं बिटवीन द वेरियस स्ट्रक्चर of the cells. Now there are some examples of ciliated movement. The first one is the tubular structure of human body, such as respiratory tract, reproductive tract, are lined by ciliated epithelium and help in the movement of various substances. So the tubular structure of human body are basically the respiratory system and the reproductive system, or the respiratory tract or the reproductive tract. It is lined by ciliated epithelium, okay, and it will help in the movement of the various substances. Listen, the respiratory tract and the reproductive tract is rich in what? Is rich in the mucus, or it needs rapid movement for the various product. If we are talking about the ciliated epithelium, basically ciliated epithelium is present where? At the outer nostril, in the presence of hairs, okay. It will help to push out the air inside over the nasal cavity. Now the next example is in oviduct. The cilia provides the motive force for the passage of ova, okay, as per the reproductive tract. Now coordinated movement of cilia in trachea helps in removal of dust particles inhaled along with the atmospheric air. Okay, in the oviduct is what? Oviduct basically is a tube through which an ovum or egg passes from an ovary. Okay, so वहाँ से सीलिया हेल्प करता है ओवा के पैसेज में. एज सच हमारा नेसल ट्रैक होता है, नेसल ट्रैक में हेयर्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं जो कि डस्ट को एब्जॉर्ब कर लेते हैं एंड फ्रेश एयर को सेंड करते हैं टू द ट्रेकिया, ठीक है, जिससे कि वो डस्ट पार्टिकल्स को सेंड आउट नहीं करे. नाउ द नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल इज स्पर्मेटोजोआ एंड प्रोटोजोआ हैव फ्लैजिला फॉर लोकोमोशन एंड द मूवमेंट. You need to learn those examples because these are the most common questions for the entrance test. Now the last movement is the muscular movement. Muscular movement is the most common movement in the human beings. I repeat, it is the most common movement in the human beings. How muscular movement occurs? Because of the contraction and the relaxation of the muscles. Because of the contraction and relaxation of the muscles, each and every activity of our body is performed. For example, the movement of our tongue, swallowing of food, everything needs helps of muscles. So according to the first point, in humans, movement of limbs, jaw, tongue and other body parts occur due to contraction of muscles. Now the muscles contract and relax rhythmically to produce movement and are used effectively for locomotion. Thank you for watching.